My name's Ilhan Igal.
I'm Bethan Lloyd.
My name's KG and Taylor Anderson.
I'm Nisha.
I'm Gemma. I'm Carly. I'm 25 and I'm here with REFY Skin Community Trials.
How do you feel about your skin at the moment, and what would you say your skin type is right now?
It tends to be quite dry. I've got the drier skin and it's quite sensitive as well, so I have quite a lot of eczema flare-ups and my skin gets quite red as well. It looks okay today, but usually when I have a flare-up, my whole face can kind of swell up and break out with dryness. So yeah. She's a dry girl.
So you need like really
hydration. Yeah. Everything that I do in my routine is just hydration because it's so dry. So I think it's a mixture of things. So it's obviously hormonal, environmental, definitely the time of the year. It's usually around now that it really starts to flare up. And they've had some really bad reactions with some skincare products as well, in which that I've had vitamin C's and certain stuff that are probably too harsh and heavy for my skin.
Well, I think as soon as I hit 30, my skin decided that my 20s were gone. And I literally got acne overnight. I've got hyperpigmentation, which I've always had as an Asian woman. I think as I'm getting older, my skin's just, I don't know, it's just not got the same like energy.
I'm still in my 20s, but later 20s, my skin in my younger 20s is like completely different to what I have now. And it just constantly keeps evolving and changing. So it's almost like I need to change what I'm doing to like match where I am in my life, and also like how busy my life is. I feel like, what's going on? And I think a big thing for me was like what was happening on the inside, I guess. Like I went through a big thing this year of hormonal changes, and I think that really came out in my skin.
I feel like I've noticed where I've had like more down periods of my life or like more toxic periods, I really see it in my skin, and everything that's like happening internally, it just really shows up. I break out, like my skin just looks so dull. So yeah, I feel like now more so I'm feeling like my skin is starting to get back to itself again, and like all of my hormonal breakouts from before are starting to calm down, and my skin is starting to just feel better and like feel more really.
I think also it depends on your lifestyle. So growing up as a teenager, my skin, I've never been used to having pimples before. I've been having pimples recently, but I think it all depends on gut health, and lifestyle. If you're stressed, so part of it is looking after your skin, but also looking after your body. Did you ever find yourself comparing yourself to anyone on social media? Did that ever come into play?
Yeah, it's so true when they say comparison is the thief of joy, because it really is. It's really hard. And I think, especially I feel like in the past 2-3 years with the boom of, TikTok and having all this confusion about like what you should be doing and then seeing how good people's skin may be. And obviously everyone on social media is going to be putting their best face forward, literally. So it's really hard to differentiate like reality versus what people just want you to see. I did fall victim to it, but then I took a second. I was like, wait a minute now, like that's just their good day. And everyone's probably going to struggle with it at some point. And even if maybe I don't want to post my face right now, like that's okay. Or even if I do and it doesn't look perfect, that's also okay.
You actually just never know the full picture, do you? Like even right now we're on the community skin trial for REFY, which is so fun. And I think people are going to see like maybe 10-minute video and they'll see a few images, but they have no idea all the prep that goes in behind this, like the shoot day that we're on, how much we were doing. Like
I think we're in a new wave of social media where it's being more vulnerable and actually showing and expressing the humanity.
Humans as humans, like not as these like perfect pictures or these perfect representations. Like we're all humans, we all have the same concerns, we all want to have great glowing skin or whatever it might be, and here's the reality of it, because everybody's journey is so different.
Exactly.
We're chronically online, like we're always in our phones on TikTok and Instagram, so it's so hard. I think you just have to remember that also like social media can be very fake. There's filters everywhere, there's AI, there's all this stuff. So just remember that, and also just try to like remember your self-worth and like, nobody's perfect. Everyone's gonna have breakouts. Like we're women, we go through like all sorts of things throughout the month.
I feel like social media is like such a huge part of it, because you'll see like all these like girls on the internet with amazing skin, and it's like, that used to be me, like what's happening?
it took me a long time to get into content creation, I'll be honest, because of my skin. That is one of the main reasons. Yeah,
That's what held you back.
Yeah, I think it was hyperpigmentation. It was the fact that when I was seeing content creators, most of them had flawless skin to start with. So irrespective of what they were going to apply on their face, it was going to look fantastic. But I couldn't wear like a sheer coverage foundation because I've got things I need to cover up. So there are times when you're looking at people thinking, wow, that product looks fantastic on them. I knew it wasn't going to look the same on me. And also, like I've mentioned before, it's really key for me to have self-ownership representation in that space, which I'm very, very keen on. Also, I'm getting older. I'm 35. So I don't think my age is represented in a lot of brands. But, I know so many women, like you said, if I go to my sister-in-laws, if I go to my friends and I say, I've used this fantastic product from REFY, guaranteed they're going to invest in that product. And like you say, recommendations go so much further. I think for me in content creation, I don't use filters. I'm very purposeful about that. I don't use filters. I have flaws on my skin. I'm purposeful about that. And I genuinely only really want to endorse brands that I'm genuinely passionate about and would spend money on.
One of the things that I'm super excited about the REFY Skin Trials is the fact that we are able to actually show true results of using these products and actual community being completely involved in this, because you influence everything that we do as a brand. You influence all your friends, you influence everyone around you. The power you guys have is insane. I know if my friend tells me I've been using this, I'm loving it, and like gives me an honest review of it, I'm gonna be way more obsessed with what she's saying than anybody else. So I just really want this whole project to feel super authentic and people with real skin types and real skin problems essentially like represented in this campaign.
It's so easy to follow trends. Like, that person said that's really nice or really works. But it doesn't mean it's going to work for me. It doesn't mean it'll work for you.
Basically, one of the reasons why I wanted to do REFY Skin in the first place, I had similar concerns. I would say my skin's dry, but then I would also say it's congested.
It changed, yeah.
So I just felt I wanted to create skincare that was easy to use for all skin types, sensitive, eczema-prone skin. Also dealt with eczema. So it's just like products need to be super kind to the skin, as you said,
and
hydrating.
Fitting for everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And being able to use them in the AM and the PM so they're gentle. And you would try the products yet, but I can't wait for you to try.
I'm so excited.
So I think the more that brands really like showcase real people, the more younger girls can like look up to these brands and really like start to understand what real skin is. So I think more brands should be doing it. Yeah,
it's knowing your audience, because you have to embrace your authentic self as well. And these, like I said, you'll get good moments where you have good skin days or bad skin days.
So obviously after being involved in the REFY Skin Trials, how are you hoping to feel and how are you hoping for your skin to be as well, I guess?
No, I'm so excited, to be honest. I'm excited for my skin to glow. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
I feel like moisturizers and everything, I don't know, I feel like they work, but it's not, do you know what I mean? It's not giving what it's supposed to give. A bit more plumpness to my skin. I think sometimes my skin can feel a lot quite tired. And then,
I mean, you're a busy lady though, so.
Yeah, having 2 kids.
2 kids?
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah, so and lifted.
Yes, definitely.
would be the dream. And hopefully on not spending like loads of time on it as well, would be great.
Yeah, just having like a routine that's like simplified, easy to use.
100%. Something that I can do, but equally at the same time, the skincare bit is my part of the day where I can sort of decompress.
Good moment for you.
Moment for me, feel like I'm in a spa.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I love that.
Right, yeah.
But then at least you can have that like self-care experience literally in 5 minutes. Like it's not going to take you 30 minutes. It's
exactly.
Be effective, do good things for your skin, feel really good.
And feel really good, yeah.
After the 4 weeks, my skin retains the moisture. The dullness of the winter doesn't usually I just look very boring and dull and like dehydrated, and I hope that by using these products it will combat that and I'll feel hydrated. I feel like how I felt during the summer, like very glowy, very hydrated, sculpted, pretty in my own skin. I can go outside and feel very confident, and I'm sure, like I'm almost confident looking at the products that they presented to us that that's exactly what I've been needing. Try to use a gua sha and stuff, but it's just
it's the extra step that you have to take to do all of that stuff, and we're just like, no, I just wish it was all like combined. And I'm glad that they've already thought of that process.
After using REFY Skin, I hope that my skin feels more glowy, hydrated, sculpted. I really feel like that's going to make me feel it all.
And it already looks very sculpted. I think totally the same for me after doing these trials with REFY. I would definitely expect my skin to be much more sculpted, because I'm already feeling that with my skin, definitely moisturized. And I think that will definitely add a confidence part on top as a bonus.
What advice would you give to anyone who's maybe got similar skin type to you, or who is going through their own skin struggles?
I think it's a hard one. The first thing I would say, the most important thing, is not to hide it. And I think we can all, especially as women, I think we can all say that when we've had a reaction or a flare, whether it's acne, whatever it is, you want to hide it. You want to hide behind makeup. You want to not go out. And I think the biggest thing I would say is don't hide, because it's beautiful in its own right. Definitely don't hide it. And also just strip it back. Don't overcomplicate it.
I think even in this room right now, it's not just us, we've got gorgeous people. If we ask each person, like, if we said, do you feel 100% confident in your skin right now? I think a lot of us would be like, oh, like this and that. And it's probably stuff that we would never even notice each other.
Yeah, we just pick apart. Yeah, for sure. We do.
And to anyone who's struggling with acne right now, I would say you will definitely, there is a light in the end of the tunnel for sure. Trust me, I've been there for the last 15 years, and there will be eventually a solution to your problem. If I found it, you will definitely find it for sure.
I think that if I told my 19-year-old self that my skin would look like this, I would not believe me, but it does get better. It does. So I think you just got to hang in there and heal from the inside out, rather than thinking that it's all on the outside, because actually you're just a shell, you're just a body, and it's what's inside that really counts.
Yeah.
I would tell my younger self that it's okay. It's all about mindset. It's all about perspective at the end of the day. So when I was a teenager, I had zero responsibilities living at home with my parents. Now I'm 25. I am living my best life as a nurse. I'm also doing social media on the side, as I enjoy taking content on the side. So when you have a busy life, sometimes you forget to look after yourself in terms of, doing the little things like skincare. And sometimes when things get busy, your skin breaks out, and that's okay.
Yeah, I guess like younger me really cared about what others thought. And I think that's the one thing I would say. Just don't care what other people think. You're the only one obsessing over that one pimple on your face. No one else cares. Go out and live your life, and don't let your skin or what other people think affect you. Like, you're beautiful and you know your self-worth. And yeah, that's what I'm telling.